So what do you think are some misconceptions about Marvel?
That it's just for, like, straight white men. It's not.
Okay, so how much did you know about the Marvel world before you signed up?
Still no.
You still don't. Did you watch WandaVision before you filmed this?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
It was a real priority to have characters of different ages.
Yes, I think it's gonna be addictive.
I would love to be in the Scarlet Witch. No, I know it's Scarlet Witches now. That's all I know.
Women are my priority, and it's women of all ages.
All of these women from all these different walks of life.
Well, that was horrifying. It was just horrifying.
Tell me.
It doesn't feel like Marvel.
This is the only MCU that I know is from WandaVision to this.
Have you seen Avengers movies?
No.
Do you want to see Avengers movies?
I think so. My job here is done.
The review embargo has been lifted on Agatha all along, so let's start off with some positive reviews.
Shall we?
And of course, for that, we have to go to Pink News. Daniel Baptista says Agatha All Along is the perfect show for the spooky season and filled with big witch energy.
Buckle up. I've never heard of ASMR.
This is the most fun you'll have feasting on a show this year. I'm telling you, I'm already hyped. I can't wait to feast. From Michael Patterson, Agatha All Along is absolutely batshit crazy. Now that I believe. I believe that it's batshit crazy.
Yes.
In all the right kind of ways. Oh, okay. Well, they lost me. The rest of the cast is also diverse. Oh, I almost said diverse.
Women are my priority.
The rest of the cast is also divine, and Joe Locke is a gem. Vivid, outlandish, brilliant. Meanwhile, Cody Schultz told fan-sided readers, Marvel has outdone themselves. It's an absolutely bewitching follow-up to WandaVision with lots of fun Easter eggs along the way.
I know it's Scarlet Witches now.
You're going to be in the Scarlet Witch movie, right?
Listen, I don't know.
Catherine Hahn's performance is perfection. Joe Locke is iconic, and the full ensemble is spectacular.
Today I have my potions bottle.
You're speaking my language. All of that. Yes. More.
Joseph Deckelmeyer, I think that's how you say it, from Screen Rant, wrote on Twitter, this series is insanely fun and engaging. It's got that same captivating vibe as WandaVision. Absolutely love the ensemble cast portraying the Coven.
I think witches are queer inherently just because we are outcast. I don't know anything.
Catherine Hahn is brilliant, and Aubrey Plaza is outstanding. Boom, put me on board the Agatha All Along hype train. I want to watch this show. We have Grace Randolph over here.
So
I have seen 4 episodes of 8 of Agatha All Along. Witches, you are not ready.
down the witch's road.
Peak Marvel Disney Plus content returns. Let's move over to Alaning on Film Threat. He did a whole series of Agatha review tweets. The social embargo has lifted, so here are a few social reactions. Agatha is boring and bland. Aww. Agatha wants to regain her powers, so she pulls together a group of covenless witches to set out on a quest.
All of these women from all these different walks of life still looking for their power and their authenticity.
In each episode, Agatha and her coven stop off for a trial at an escape room location. They must solve the mystery to continue the quest. Does this sound innovative to you? A new kind of storytelling? Perchance it does not.
It shouldn't be revolutionary, but I don't think we've been able to see women of different generations in this space and have characters that feel so well constructed and so dynamic.
Their quests are like escape room things in a Marvel show. Wait a second, this is a Marvel show. Marvel escape rooms. Okay, let's move on. The problem with Agatha All Along is terrible storytelling. Well, I mean, I knew that already. It's about witchcraft, and the rules of witchcraft are made up along the way to serve the plot. If you know nothing about witches, the story offers no magic.
First, it felt correct for the world of witchcraft, the idea of maiden, mother, crone.
We kept talking about Hecate, which includes like maiden, mother, and crone, and each of us, like every woman.
What the hell is even that?
Well, that's something that I've actually seen writers do a lot lately. Like if their character has some sort of like magic or special totem or something like that, they'll just write that like they can use this power to get them out of whatever they need to. They really just make up powers. There's no rules to the magic or anything like that. In fact, Shad has a really good video on his channel. I remember watching it years ago. It's Magic and Fantasy, Soft Magic versus Hard Magic. What Alaning says here, the rules of witchcraft are made up along the way, really reminds me of that video. So go and watch that video. You'll have a completely different view of like soft magic and hard magic and why they're so important in storytelling. The only thing Marvel about this show is the name Agatha. It's not connected so far to anything Marvel, comic, or MCU.
This is the only MCU that I know is from WandaVision to this.
Disney would have been better off calling this Hocus Pocus 3. At least then they could market it for the right audience. Nothing here for comic book fans. Well, Disney has already ruined Hocus Pocus with Hocus Pocus 2.
Delicious.
Do not watch that movie, I beg you.
Tis the face of a child. A newborn. Oh, sister.
Unlike The Acolyte, there is no lore breaking because it's based on no lore.
Considerable margin, and
There are gay characters.
Because nerds are gay.
But being gay is irrelevant and exists solely for virtue signaling. It's not woke garbage, it's just garbage. Alan Ng taking the gloves off. He's really not holding back. But I mean, when you have a show whose only existence was based because the people at Marvel thought that people liked this character of Agatha because the Agatha All Along song became popular. Messing up everything. I don't put too much stock in the fact that the show is going to be like life-changing or one of the best Marvel projects to date. There are musical numbers. Yes!
They get musical in the most unique of ways and in the most me of ways.
Marvel's really trying to make this song a thing.
Yes, I think it's gonna be addictive.
Down, down, down the road, down the witches, down the witches, down the witches, down.
But it's meaningless, out of context. There will be sad attempts by social media influencers to make the song something enduring. Again, sad. Well, I mean, social media influencers exist for the sole purpose of selling you something, so like I don't doubt that they will really try to make this song a thing. There's only one reason for the show to exist. Kathryn Hahn's performance as Agatha in WandaVision. I particularly love Kathryn Hahn as an actress, but she was given a show with a horrible story that couldn't decide whether it should be serious or comedic. She deserved better. Agatha All Along will go the way of Echo, Ahsoka, and Kenobi. No one will care, and no one will talk about it. Let's be clear. The show isn't bad because it's female-led, written, and directed, nor for any LGBT issues. It's just a bad story that connects with a tiny audience. Well, yes, that is who this show is marketed for. It is marketed to the lesbian witch representation demographic, who of course is in the, tens. What do I mean about bad writing? The entire show so far is a bunch of witches doing a thing. Can they just get to the thing? Why do I care about this thing? What's missing is character development. See, and this is something that is really missing from modern storytelling. Nowadays, when you go to a movie, you don't really care about the characters because the people creating the project don't really care about them either. Depending on what film you watch, it's basically there to push an agenda. Strong woman character, representation, diversity. They only care about those things and not really what they should be focusing on, which is to make really good characters that people can relate to on a moral level. But then again, it's Hollywood. Morality is just out the window. And then this is probably the funniest thing I've ever read. We pointed out Kathryn Hahn is the first person to say, "Eat my ass" on Disney Plus, and it's really these little things that Marvel fans live for. And that's your takeaway from the show. That's what you live for. I don't really have high hopes for the show.
And now we sacrifice all the dark souls that have haunted us for centuries. We extinguish them.